Hello everyone, welcome to MirrorTV. Today we'll be talking on community matters. And I'm your host, Chief Agbejeagwe. And I have a very respected chief with me today in the studio. The former President General of Abavo Kingdom is here with me today. Can we meet you, sir?
You are welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Chief Agbejeagwe Jonathan Agbejeagwe, immediate past President General of Abavo Kingdom.
Daddy, can you tell us more about yourself, your occupation, and any other thing you think we can know?
Yeah, I was born the later part of '59. I attended primary school right there in Abavo and finished up in Lagos.
Wow.
Attended St. Charles College, Abavo. Yeah. And immediately, that time, if you have very good results, you teach in secondary school.
Okay.
So 5 of us had very nice result. I was posted to Benova Grammar School. That was in '79 to teach. Wow. We were there by '80. Government came up with that idea that auxiliary teachers should go back to primary school. So I was posted to Kwagbo to teach near primary school. I was there for 1 year before I left for higher school, Polytechnic, where I read accounting.
Wow.
Thereafter, I worked briefly, I went into business. Today, I'm into farming and all that.
Chief, I must say you have done well for yourself. Yeah. And we all in the kind of just Abavo, we are very, very proud of you, sir. And Chief, you served 2 tenures as a President General of Abavo Clan Union.
Yeah.
Please, could you tell us your achievements in the office?
Okay. I'll start this way. Before I became the President General, I served as PRO of the community for 3 years. Then I take you back a little bit. Before then, I was speaker at Ogolihen when we had crisis. I was the speaker. So if you ask me what I have been able to do, first and foremost, it was during my tenure, the crisis that engulfed our community came to an end.
Wow.
So I will say, above all things, securing peace for my community during my tenure, number 1.
That is wonderful.
So, and I can tell you, for those who really followed up what happened, after the court gave judgment, why I rated that one as each time I sit down, if you ask me my achievement, I may be silent on every other thing. But that of securing peace for my community is always very, very pronounced in my mind, because when court gave judgment affirming the authority of our king, it wasn't easy making the community to accept the judgment.
Yes.
I was the arrowhead. A lot of persons wanted the community to go ahead with this struggle. But I sat down and I tried to place the interest of the community above my own interest and the interest of anybody. I took that decision that we must abide by the court judgment. So I was able to convince my people. I called a mini conference. Behind the scene, I've told them where we are going, that this thing must be done. So peace finally came to Abavo. And I must say it, that we're able to secure the peace or put it on ground exactly. I must give credit to the king. Because even when we accepted him as our king, he open-handedly forgave everybody, gave everybody equal status without minding whether you fought him or not.
Yes. that makes him a father of all.
Yes. So that actually, each time I look at it, if you ask me, I will tell you above everything. That piece that came to Abavo is one thing I rate very high. Now, beyond that, at the end of my tenure, I can look back and say, during my tenure, I was able to create a very good working relationship between the 16 communities, because I set up a kind of interrelationship with various communities, the Olotus, the chairmen, the youth, the vigilante, the security, other security outfits. We were working together. So I was able to unite Abavo under that platform. I also created what we have today now as Abavo Clan Union Journal that showcase our culture, cultural heritage. While I was in office, I did the first edition. In my second tenure, I did the second edition. And I'm believing God that the president, the current president, will build on that. So with that journal, we can always showcase the culture of Abavo. Then I also make sure modern day, this day, you know, for you to actualize unity, there must be communication.
Exactly.
Because of this, I created a WhatsApp group that has to do with every branch and every stakeholder in Abavo. During my tenure as the President General, I give weekly report. So anywhere you are all over the world, you will get to know what is happening in Abavo.
Wow.
I have the Telegram platform. I created also the website. So all this helped me gather information, disseminate information about Abavo to every son and daughter of Abavo till today. So I have all these things on ground before I left. And I must say also, we had light challenge. Yeah, many years ago, our step-down transformer got burnt. And it wasn't easy getting the government to help us. Because we all know what the transformer costs, step-down transformer costs. So we were able, during my tenure, do a lot of groundwork, reach out to stakeholders, reach out to government, write upon write, follow it up, and do a lot of things. God willing, and to God be the glory. Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, who was then the governor, gave us 5.1 or 2 kVA that is now serving Abavo. So I can say, bringing back electricity to Abavo Kingdom via securing that 5 MVA transformer is one of my achievements. And I thank God for that. In addition, you see, politically, I try as much as possible to be in tune with political leaders so that Abavo will not be shortchanged. Before my emergence as President General, I contested for House of Representatives under APC. And when I won, I sat down to look at it. Delta State is a predominant PDP. If my community must benefit, the leadership must be in tune with the party in power.
Yes.
That influenced my returning back to PDP because of my community. And when I did that, I can say that PDP is a blessing to my community. We benefited a lot during the time of Okowa. He did excellently well by way of placing our people in strategic positions and making sure that the roads are tied, we had the light, and all that, even till today. So that is making sure that my people are in tune with the party in power is also one of our. Then on the oil sector, Abavo community is an oil producing community. And, ordinarily, for that community to be oil produced, there are so many things we are supposed to be enjoying. If I use the word shortchange, I'm not far from the truth. So, during my tenure, we mounted a lot of pressure. Working with the Royal Majesty, our King, we mounted a lot of pressure, and to God be the glory, our community were given some percentage of scholarship, secondary and higher institution. Like Oliver, we are still crying that what we are giving is not commensurable with what is going out of my community. But at least during my tenure, we were able to get something by way of that scholarship. And we're also asking for more dividend of that oil production before I came down. And I believe God that the current PG will take off from where I stopped. So these are some of the things we have been able to do during my tenure. And there's one other thing I would like to say here. Those who know our civic center, the town hall. Yeah, those who know our town hall, it was like, I don't know, let me not describe it.
Okay.
We had a tree there, mango tree there. Other presidents before me. But when I came in, I look at it, I said, well, I will pull it down and plant something that will be yielding revenue for the clan union. I believe this young man, he knows, we pulled out the mango tree, and if you go there today, I planted palm tree that is now a source of revenue for the clan union. And the whole place is fenced around. Courtesy of the current, of the outgoing council chairman. I was able to work with him and get that place fenced. So these are some, I think, God willing, we were able to do a lot, which I may not have time to start enumerating.
Okay, Mr. President, Chief, permit me to call you a digital chief because you have done well using the internet and making use of this digital world to reach out to your people, no matter where they are, at least bringing peace to your community. I think peace is the first thing. Yeah. Yes, bringing peace to your community and your relationship, political relationship and all that. I think that is good for your people, for you and your people, and you have done well. You have done really well. So, permit me to ask you, what is your take in this security matters in Abavo, security challenges in Abavo?
Yeah, sincerely speaking, it's a very big challenge to us and to me, to my community. It is often said that security issues are not something you can discuss. But let me just say this, that during my time as President General, we took a lot of risk fighting these people. I published not too long ago how the then council chairman, Honorable Barrister Victor Oko, worked with us and the DPO. That time we were combing the forest around my area, around the rail line. We were combing it almost every three months. So that was why these kidnappers found it very difficult to hide there, because almost every 3 months, surprisingly, joint patrol team, the army, the navy, the police, the youth, anti-court, come together, ready. Even the DPO, all of them will enter the bush, coupled with some of the villagers. So we're able to get things, but for some time, it has not been so. But I must tell you, it's a very big challenge to us. Many farmers didn't harvest their crops. They are afraid to go there. And we have written to the state. The local government chairman is aware. People are aware. We are asking what we did that time should be put in practice again. Let there be a joint team that once in a while they will comb that axis, that rail line, that forest. Because they are saying that they are not magicians. They should do that. When they do that, the community will know how to do our own traditionally.
Okay, that was what I wanted to ask you, because as a chief, let's go back to tradition and forget about combing the bushes and all that, because there are some things we do in a traditional way to solve some issues. Without even involving the police and all that. I think you, the chiefs, the kings, can do something like, I don't know if calling the gods of the land or whatever. I think it can solve the issue somehow. You are very right. You are very right. Enough of using all this English stuff, white man sense to do other things that we know that we can do it traditionally and it will yield fruits. So, what do you think about that?
The truth is that if you are fighting an enemy, you go through every means.
Okay, sir.
You can blow him, you can kick him, you can fast.
Exactly.
You can make it. So one of the strategy is police.
Okay.
They will do their own.
Yes.
Traditionally, yes. I don't rule out that. If you watch, many communities have placed curse on people because we have Judas among us.
Yes.
Who give information to
the outsiders. Exactly.
So a lot of communities have put costs on such persons, and surely they will pay dearly for it. That is one side. There are other ones that they do, but I think that is not for public.
Yes, everything should not go on air. I understand you, sir. I understand you perfectly. Okay, your people are very hardworking, particularly the area of agriculture. And what do you think the agricultural resources in Abavo will be well enhanced? In what way?
Abavo Kingdom is purely agrarian community. Our main occupation is farming. We really need government support. One, access road.
Wow.
Access road is very, very important. If you watch now, rainy season is coming. The road linking Abavo to Agbo, Abavo to Wari and all that. Once it starts raining, it's no go area.
Yes.
That will definitely affect the distribution of our crops, products. Government should help us put that road in order so that people can come in and patronize whatever the farmers have produced.
Yeah, that is great. I just wish that the government will hear the cry of the farmers, because they're going to the farm, you cannot return. Then people will be shouting, he has been kidnapped, he was killed, he was robbed, this and that. You understand? The fear at the farm road is getting too much. So I think we have, at this time, we have to plead to the government that they should do something for the farmers. Okay, what do you think about, what's your take on political matters in Abavo?
Political matters. Be specific.
As in, what's your take about, do you think these politicians, they are fair? They give their promises during the election, did they fulfill it? Do you think we should continue hoping on the politicians? Or just...
Well, we all know politics. I think another word for it is politics. So once you have that at the back of your mind, be ready for anything that comes from it.
Okay.
Yeah. When it is time for election, promises full everywhere. If you don't want to die young, don't put those things in your mind.
Okay.
Because by the time you put it in your mind and they don't fulfill it, you will run into problem. Yes. Politically, my people are very conscious and matured now. And I must tell you, average Abavo person don't just register, we vote. And that is why at every election, there's always bumper harvest of votes in Abavo. So we are very conscious of that. But the problem is that if you ask me, I don't think we have gotten enough politically. But we are praying that, you see, let us not delve so much on the past. We are praying that henceforth or in the coming dispensation, they will remember Abavo with good political appointment, and also good elective position.
Amen. He said, okay, I want to ask you this question. Let's leave politics aside.
Yeah.
As a chief, what's your advice to others, our brothers, sisters, and our children that is not in the state or within the state that don't normally teach their children our language? Like I say, Isu Agbejeagwe like I say, wa no healing. Isu Abavo like I say, wa no ziwen. We like I say, if you work with anywhere. So, what's your take on this?
Okay, I think the question should be reframed. Not people who are outside. There are some people in my village there who don't speak our language for the children.
Oh.
They themselves don't even know how to speak it. So, how do you teach something you don't know? It is something that. For me, when I was President General, I created a forum for that. It got to a point, I said, anytime we have our meeting, it must be in our language. And some will come to that meeting and never say anything. So I think this is a call to duty for all parents. If you don't know, go and learn so that you can teach your children. If you don't know your basic language, automatically your culture is lost.
Exactly.
No two way about it. If you cannot teach your children how to say bia, there's no way you can teach that person that it is a taboo to do this or not to do.
Yes.
So this sickness is affecting even those at home. It's time we start doing something to really checkmate. For me, at our community level, we're already initiating a lot of, programs that we encourage our people to learn this language, teach their children wherever they are. And I'm glad to report that during my tenure as President General, I traveled to many branches. I was surprised. There was one house I went to. When I got there, I visited the family. I was speaking English. The little girl said, Daddy, okay, and also Kaziebo. I was ashamed. I quickly switched over. So, you see, there are people who are really already doing this.
Yes. And I think, too, I suggest that I think the school syllabus should be revisited. Your message to your people.
First and foremost, I must thank His Royal Majesty Obiuche Irenuma II for the role he's playing to make sure that peace continues to exist, reign in Abavo Kingdom. The developmental strides is carrying out the encouragement and support for his subjects. I will continue to pray for him. Like I said, with what happened many years ago, nobody would have believed that he will give me chieftaincy title. I'm so close to him. He is godly. He is godlike. And I pray that God will continue to. As for my community, I pray that, as usual, we are known for hard work. I pray that they will continue to be hardworking, continue to be peaceful, and continue to love one another.
Amen. Okay, thank you very much, my chief. Thank you very much. I think at this point I have to plead to the government to look into these areas in Abavo, the security, the roads, so that they can be able to sell their products. The roads are really bad. Very, very bad. So they should look into this road issues, security issues, and try to empower the farmers the little way they can, so that they can improve in their farm works. Thank you so much. Our viewers, thank you. Please, in any way you think that there's a way that we can reach out to people who are not yet teaching their children our dialect, please drop your comments. In where you think we can fight this problem of security, drop your comments. And the way you think that we can reach to the government, that we help improve the life of our farmers, please drop your comment. Thank you. Keep on watching MirrorTV. I remain your host, Lifted Agbejeagwe.